What would you do if you were trapped on a luxury liner with a killer? Welcome to the world of Remington Steele, the suave private investigator who finds himself in this exact predicament. Today, we delve into the unfolding mystery aboard the Ocean's Grace. Chapter 1. Invitation to the High Seas. Steele receives an intriguing proposition from the cruise line's desperate CEO. Aboard the opulent ship, whispers of cursed voyages float among the guests, catching Steele's attention. Chapter 2. The First Shadow. An extravagant gala dinner turns deadly. An elderly tycoon collapses, foam at his mouth, and Steele suspects foul play. The ship docks for an investigation, but Steele is already on the case, vowing to protect the remaining 500 passengers. Chapter 3. Alliances and Suspicions. Steele, with his sharp detective instincts, finds an unexpected ally in Dr. Elena Vasquez, the ship's intelligent and resourceful medic. In their makeshift lab within the ship's belly, they painstakingly analyze the trace elements of an obscure toxin, not native to the ship, using the rudimentary equipment at their disposal. Vasquez, hunched over their shared workspace, pores over data screens while Steele examines the physical samples. Together they connect the dots, attempting to determine a possible origin for this potent poison. The toxin remains elusive, its source unknown, adding to the growing mystery. Meanwhile, a wave of paranoia sweeps over the ship, infecting both passengers and crew members. Whispers of suspicions echo the ship's narrow corridors, and trust becomes a rare commodity. Steele uncovers signs of a possible infiltration within the crew, heightening the sense of unease. Their investigation uncovers more than just scientific facts. It reveals fear, intrigue, and the simmering tension that threatens to blow the ship's fragile social construct apart. As the threads of this mystery unravel, Steele and Vasquez find themselves in the eye of a storm that could engulf them all. Chapter 4. Midnight in the Casino. A high-stakes poker game ends in bloodshed. Steele unearths encrypted documents, debts, and a scandal that could shake the cruise line to its core. Chapter 5. Tropical Detour. In Jamaica, Steele confirms the killer's knowledge of exotic poisons. Back on the ship, a young couple vanishes, leaving behind a map that leads Steele to a potentially deadly trap in the engine room. As the mysteries aboard the Ocean's Grace deepen, it becomes clear that Steele has more than just a rogue killer on his hands. With each passing moment, the stakes rise higher. In this tale of luxury and death, Steele must navigate a web of deceit, betrayal, and danger. Will he unmask the killer before it's too late? Stay tuned for the next part of the story, where the mystery will unravel further. In the shadowy world of the Ocean's Grace, no one is safe, and everyone is a suspect.
In the heart of the Caribbean, a tropical detour takes a sinister turn. Docking in Jamaica, our protagonist, Steele, consults a local toxin expert, confirming the lethal poisons mimic natural island venoms. This discovery suggests a killer with dangerous connections to black market suppliers. On board the cruise ship, a young couple mysteriously vanishes during a beach excursion. Their cabin uncovers a trove of love letters and a map marking ship vulnerabilities. Elena, Steele's brilliant ally, deciphers the cryptic clues pointing to the engine room, where Steele evades a deadly trap, a rigged steam pipe, in the nick of time. The plot thickens as Steele confronts the captain, uncovering falsified logs that could mask murders as mere accidents. The next victim, a stewardess, is found electrocuted in the laundry, staged as faulty wiring. Autopsy evidence points to sinister sabotage. Piercing the veil of deception, Steele deciphers encrypted documents, revealing the CEO's illicit money laundering through fake passenger bookings. The killer, masquerading as a VIP, eliminates witnesses to the scheme with chilling precision. Under the guise of a masquerade ball, Steele shadows suspects in a clever disguise. The night descends into chaos as a jazz singer is strangled mid-performance, her necklace concealing a microfilm of bank transfers. Steele pursues a fleeing figure into the lifeboats, recovering a vial of the lethal toxin. Elena's analysis links it to a crew member's smuggling ring, fracturing alliances and casting suspicion on everyone on board, even the captain. Plunging into the ship's underbelly, Steele hacks into the security system to review footage, spotting the killer's silhouette tampering with vents. A nosy journalist passenger meets a watery end in the pool, officially ruled a suicide. The twisted plot reveals the murders funding a hostile takeover by a rival cruise magnate. Steele assembles a small team of trusted crew members, setting a trap with a decoy ledger. As a tropical storm rocks the ship, a blackout heightens tension and isolates compartments. The CEO is shot in the chaos, surviving just long enough to confess to partial embezzlement, but denies orchestrating the deadly scheme. Steele pieces together the puzzle. The killer is the magnate's enforcer, using the cruise as a floating hit list. A thrilling chase through flooding corridors ends with a critical clue, a tattoo betraying a deckhand's true allegiance. In the Grand Lounge, Steele orchestrates a sting, luring suspects with the promise of evidence, unveiling the full conspiracy. The deckhand attacks, revealing himself as the poisoner, hired to destabilize the cruise line and crash its stock. A brutal fight atop the bridge ends with Steele disarming him just as reinforcements arrive.